Hey everyone, my name is Mark Stephen Pooler, the Global Profile Builder. I am a fun, loving and focused PR expert, and I support high profile, high value individuals to be seen, heard and get noticed with worldwide digital media to become known globally. Today I have a wonderful guest joining me, someone I have met in person in Toronto a couple of years ago at the Jack Canfield Wealth Mastery event. So I am super excited to have a conversation with Sadhana Sabharwal. Sadhana is known as the single mom millionaire, and I am super looking forward to a conversation with Sadhana. So I'll just bring her into the broadcast. Hi Sadhana, we're
Good
live.
morning.
I'm really looking forward to a conversation with you today. Firstly, how is everything in Canada at the moment?
Oh my God, everything's amazing. The weather's getting a little bit chillier now. As you know, I'm in Toronto and you're in UK. I don't know what the weather is there, but it is nice. It is. I like this kind of weather because it's not too hot, not too cold yet.
It's going a little bit darker here in the UK, so by 4:30 p.m. we're in darkness, so it's coming up to winter. I'm really looking forward to a conversation with you, Sadhana. You have such an inspiring story, and also we've met in person at the Jack Canfield event a couple of years ago. I recently interviewed you on radio. So let's get started. Could you share your background of where you come from, Sadhana?
Well, I'm originally from India. I was born and brought up there. I was 14 years old when I came to Canada. I've been here for over 40 years. Got married at 19, divorced at 34, three kids before my 26th birthday. That's a whole lot in those compacted in those years.
You have an inspiring story. I'm really interested to learn more about what you do now. I want to first touch on your journey of getting into real estate and some of the struggles that you had along the way when you was getting started.
For me, I think the biggest thing was I did not believe in myself because I had never done it. I always thought I couldn't do it. And that's, those are all limiting beliefs that we have to struggle with. And that is what we come from because that's what's been embedded in our minds. So once you start believing in yourself, it becomes easier. So I would have to start off with just believing in yourself.
I have to agree. When you have strong belief systems that are really positive, you can create any reality. And I say that a lot, and I do mean it because I have used that in my own life. So tell us a little bit about what you do now, Sadhana, because you're a real estate investor amongst many other things. Just tell us a little bit about the business that you do at the moment.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, I always like to say I'm a mom. I have three wonderful children. So first is mom, and then second is a real estate investor. Yes. So in the last few years, I have been able to buy properties with no money down. The reason being because I did not have any money to begin from. When I was with my ex-husband or when he left, yes, I had a roof over my head, but that's all I had. It did have a mortgage on there. I had some family debt that I had to pay, which he had borrowed and stuff. But that's not important. The important part is to grow from there.
People do struggle with debt a lot, Sadhana. I myself, when I was struggling with a mortgage, I had a big house. I was in over £30,000 worth of debt. And I feel to grow true abundance, you do have to not have debt over your head. Now,
Mhm.
you are all about no money down. Can you share with our listeners? Because there are people out there that may be interested in real estate, but they don't have the money to get started. Now, that is a belief system because you're all about no money down. So, talk us through that a little
Okay.
bit.
Well, first of all, I want to explain what does no money down mean. No money down means that none of your money went in. The money is still needed to go buy property, real estate, whatever you want to call it. Money is required. The only difference is it's not my money. So that's the basic premise of no money down. Now, growing from there, you can use other people's money. You could use line of credit. You could use credit cards. You could use JV partners. You could use neighbors, anybody's money that you can borrow to buy a property that's going to give you positive cash flow. Obviously, you're going to return the money to these people and you want to make a good impression so they come back to you for the next deal as well. Um, so I would say that's the most important thing. Like just have an open mind. Instead of thinking I can't do it, I would think, how can I do it?
And I'm really interested to learn more about this. So, if you don't mind, could we dig a little deeper? Say there's someone just starting out, like myself, not in real estate. When you say use someone else's money, how would someone start to go and propose that to someone? Tell us those steps for some newbies out there, what that would look like to ask someone else to
Okay.
invest in you and invest in the projects.
Okay. So one of the things that I've done, and I'll give you an example because I find people learn better with stories as well. So one of the deals that I did, I bought a sixplex. It was $106,000. I borrowed the down payment from a family member, and I was able to get the seller to give me a mortgage. Now, where did I need my money? I didn't have any.
And that is just great that there is hope for people out there
Oh,
who
definitely.
don't have the money to invest.
I am
But
going to qualify this here for a moment, though. You know, nobody, and I mean, no one is going to give you money if you are just playing around. That's not the idea. So, first and foremost, you have to educate yourself. You have to prove to these people that you are worthy of them taking a chance with you. So, this is why I truly believe education is the most important thing. So even if you're doing real estate investing, if you're doing forex trading, if you're learning gardening, whatever the subject is, you must educate yourself. So let's say, Mark, if I come to you and I tell you, I haven't done any deals, but I've done this course and I've done this course and I feel confident I can go out there. Do you want to take a chance with me? And if I can prove to you that I know what I'm talking about, I'm sure you're more likely to say yes than no. Is that fair?
I think that's fair. Whenever I get involved in anything, first I get involved in things, and once I am in, I am in. And that means doing the research, learning, getting really deep into what you are about to get involved in. That involves becoming a student, doesn't it, Sadhana, and putting in the work to learn exactly what it is, what you are getting involved in. And I suppose when you have shown that passion to others, you are educated and you've got that drive, it will make it a lot easier for people then to invest in you. Am I getting the picture correctly?
Exactly, exactly right. Because if I don't know, and if you cannot prove to me that you know what you're talking about, why would I take a chance with you? So
I
this is why I
agree.
feel education is the most important thing you can do for yourself. And that's on any subject, as I said. It has nothing to do with real estate. It has nothing to do with building a home. It has to do with you proving to me that you are capable of taking care of my money.
I agree totally. And I think if you have that passion and fire and you put in those hours, also if you've already built great relationships with people and they know that you are driven, you are bound to get results. It's just about putting in that groundwork. Sadhana, I really, really admire what you're doing. So I am going to ask a few more questions, but I would like to say to anyone watching today, if you would like to ask Sadhana a question, type it in the comments section and Sadhana and myself will be sure we answer any questions. Please share the broadcast and type an hello where you are in the world to let us know that you're watching today. But most importantly, don't be scared to ask Sadhana a question because she is very, very experienced in no money down real estate investing. Now, Sadhana, you must have faced some obstacles along the way. So for people out there who are just getting started, what kind of obstacles are they going to face? What obstacles did you face that you had to get over to really start to make a success of real estate investing?
I think I'm no different than anybody else. I've been rejected. I've been told no for money. I've been told no for deals. But the idea is no just means next opportunity. Don't give up after that no. It's like, when kids are younger or the boys are younger, okay, if a girl says no, do they never ask somebody else out again? Of course they do. And it's real estate is no different. So if one deal does not work out, doesn't mean the next one won't, or the next one won't, or the next one won't. I think what happens is people get um, not turned off, but it's like, oh, this doesn't work. They'll try 2 times, 3 times, it doesn't work. I must have put in the very first time when I started to think, I must have looked at like 60 deals, and I think I put in about 13 or 14 offers at the time. I only ended up buying one. It doesn't mean the 13 were not worth it. It just didn't work out for the way I wanted it to work out.
So it's about really putting in the work and getting those no's like in any business. There's a bound to people that will say no to you. So I would take it that it must be a certain kind of person that this opportunity would be good for. So who is real estate investing an ideal opportunity for? Who would have most success?
I would say you have to be a people person. You have to be able to network. Unless you have, and I think that's with any business, unless it's an online business and then you don't have to do as much talking. But I think if you are in business, if you don't talk to people, you're not in business. So real estate is also a business. If I don't tell anybody that I buy homes that are distressed and that need fixing, or somebody just wants to get rid of them because they're getting old and they want to move into an apartment, or if, for instance, somebody inherited a house and they don't want it, how would somebody know what I do if I don't tell them?
And that comes back to building great
Mhm.
relationships, being a people person. I think as well, being authentic and coming from the heart is always a great way to succeed. Now, you're known as the single mom millionaire. That is very, very inspiring to a lot of single moms out there. What kind of message would you like to share to single moms who may be into entrepreneurship or are interested in to build something better for themselves?
First and foremost, believe in yourself. You are still the person you were before the divorce. So don't hang your hat only on that one hook. You are a hook in yourself. So if you start from a complete person, and what I mean by that is you're not incomplete without that other person. You are a full embodiment of yourself. So if I come from that place, then I don't need to look for other people to complete me. And now I can start my journey from that point. So that point could be going into real estate investing. That point could be learning how to create an online course. That point could be I want to make extra income because I know how to skate, so I want to teach other people how to skate. That could be about nutrition. That could be about health. Anything and anything starts from you being a complete person and not feeling someone else needs to complete you.
I really like that, Sadhana, because when you are whole inside, you've done the self worth, you know your own worth. That is a really important point, that you shouldn't rely on other people to complete you, because then you are relying on others rather than adding value to others. So that is a great point. I'd like to say to our audience, do type in any questions to Sadhana. Please share the broadcast so that we can get this out to more people. Sadhana, let's take a little commercial break and we'll come back in around 50 seconds. I've really enjoyed. Let's see if Today I'm here with Sadhana Sabharwal, the millionaire, the single mom millionaire, and what a conversation we have had so far. We have learned all about Sadhana's story and also how to invest in real estate with no money down, which I know there'll be lots of people out there who are really interested in that. So my next question is, Sadhana, you have just launched an academy. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about this, please?
Yes, definitely. Oh my God. This is my COVID baby. I have
Keeping
an
you busy.
yes. Well, what happened was because I've got so much experience in real estate, a lot of people would come to me over the years. How did you do it? How did you do it? And I think I mentioned I have bought and sold 35 properties thus far with no money. So then I thought, why not put all of this knowledge into a package that I can teach other people how I've done it? So what I've done in this program is starting from mindset. I teach them how did I used to find properties, how I analyze them, how I find the money. Through the process throughout, I've given them ads on how to attract deals, where I find them. And then at the end, I also show them how to make a deal, no money down. So the whole process, and I've actually got a free training happening on 26th of November. If you are interested, you can go to www.thenomoneydownacademy.com, register. And you will get so much value out of it, guys. It's just, like I said, it's my baby. So I'm excited.
And who would this course be ideal for? Who are you reaching out to for them to get involved?
Well, this course is for people who want to have a second set of income, like, second stream of income, people who have always wanted to invest in real estate, somebody who's just starting out to say, I want to buy my first investment property, or even just add another home or something because they already have one and they don't know how to make that one into bought and sold 35. I'm here. That's what I did. I had one house that my ex-husband left me with the kids and debt and kids and all. And that's where it started from.
And let's just dig a little bit deeper into that course. Tell us a little bit more what's involved. Go a little bit more in detail so that our listeners know exactly what is involved in the process.
Well, what I did was the very first thing I did when I had my house, as I said, I have three boys. Two of them are in medicine, and one of them is in management. And so after all the debt was paid, I started out by giving second mortgages because I was always looking for extra income. The kids growing up, it was like, their needs were not, Mom, can I have $2 or $5? Their needs were more like, can I have $100 or can I have $200? So all of a sudden, I'm thinking, on a law clerk's salary, there is no way I can afford these kids. So I always used to think, how can I bring in more money? So then I started out by doing second mortgages. I would borrow money on a line of credit, which I think at the time was 6%, and I would lend it out at 12 to 14%. So there is that gap of 8% or the interest I was making. And then one day a client came into my office and she was renewing a mortgage. Her mortgage payment that she was renewing was something like $300. And I'm thinking, $300? My car payment is more than that. So I started talking to her, and then she explained to me what she does, and she invited me to her group that she was creating for real estate investing. It wasn't about no money down, but for me, it became a no money down because I'm thinking, I can't do it the way these guys are doing. How do I do this? So then the wheel started to turn because I was in the right frame of people that were doing this stuff. So it's very good to associate yourself with people or be in their company for the people who are doing same things you want to do because your mind is going to be constantly active. They always say hang around with people you want to be like. So if you want to be a real estate investor, hang around with real estate investors. And what else better yet to come join the course, and then we have your own private Facebook community where everybody is learning at the same time. And that's part of the course when people buy it. They'll be having their own private community where we interact all the time. Questions are answered. All other people are learning as well. And I will be in there as an active member to support everybody along with my team.
And it's a great point what you made, Sadhana. Surround yourself with others who are doing what you want to do. And events that we have attended together are great for things like this, aren't they, Sadhana? Because you're surrounded by entrepreneurs, successful business people, and that must make the journey so much easier having a mentor or a coach, which you're offering in your new course. Would you agree with me?
Oh my God, definitely. You can't I don't want to say you can't succeed without a mentor, but let's just say your path becomes a lot easier. Because I mean, some people are driven and some people don't need that accountability partner and stuff. And sometimes you do. So whatever your personality is, I just feel no matter how good you are, a mentor will take you farther than you will by yourself. Whether
And
it's any sports personality, every team has a coach.
and you are an advocate for mindset, and I've had bad mindset, I've had good mindset, and I know which one I prefer. It's definitely when I'm in the flow with a strong mindset. What tips do you have for getting the right mindset to take on in being a real estate investor with no money down? What mindset tips would you have?
It all starts with belief. Because if I did not believe in myself, or if I didn't think I could do it, I wouldn't even look at it. If I don't think I can grow a plant, because in my mind, I think I'm always going to kill it. Am I going to try it? I'm not, right? And real estate is the same thing. First and foremost, I have to believe I can do it. Then, second would be to get the knowledge. And then, third is to try it.
Great words, Sadhana. Now, I know you have all sorts of success stories. Can you just share one with our listeners so they can see the kinds of success that you've helped create for others?
Sure. I'll give you my best deal, which I love, obviously. um, I bought a property. It was a 5 unit building on a power of sale for $270, $70,000. I'm sorry, $270,000. And we put in about $110,000 worth of work. And I was able to buy it with a JV partner. He brought in the down payment. We got the money together and stuff. And right now, I had an agent call me about 6 months ago, and he said, "Would you sell for 1.3?" I was like, "No."
That's a big, big win there and a big result. And I just love success stories,
Mhm.
Sadhana.
But at the same time, now let's go back to that same deal. If I saw it, it was listed at I think 445,000. If I thought to myself, "Oh, I can't do this. How am I going to do it? Where am I going to get the money?" But then I also believe as soon as you put an intention out there, the universe will do everything in its power to send you the co-creators. And once I got my eyes on that deal, co-creator showed up, a partner showed up, and that said, "Oh my God, you've done 12 deals. Oh my God, I want to bow down to you. Let me know when you have the next deal." And I made a phone call, and they're like, "Yeah, we're in." Easy. And then he is a handyman, so we ended up fixing up a lot, doing a lot of the work ourselves. And then after everything was done, he said, "Can you buy me out?" I was like, "Are you sure? Because this property is going to make good money." And then I went back to my private lender and I was able to borrow money against the house. And I paid him off, and now I'm 100% owner. And like I said, the property is worth $1.3 million.
That is really, really great results, Sadhana. It's just very inspiring to hear the success you have created from scratch. And you have obviously taken time with the No Money Down Academy. We've heard all about your story, Sadhana. Can you share what are you working on at the moment? What is new for Sadhana?
Oh, exciting times. Number one, obviously, is the No Money Down Academy, and we've been working on that for about last 10 months. So that's one thing. And secondly, I am in the process of doing my very first development project. So I'm excited about that. Same idea. I was working with one of my clients one on one. I was showing them how I used to find properties when I was a single mom because honestly, every night I was on the computer for an hour to 2 hours just looking, searching for information, deals, whatever you want to call it. And I was showing my coaching student this, and I explained to him how I was doing it, and this property popped up. I was like, "Oh." So then, of course, the wheels start going again. And I had a person in mind for that would be ideal for that situation. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm in. All right, let's go check it out." So that's what I'm working on right now. So I'm super excited because I've never done a development project. And it will be totally new learning. Totally. it will be a fun time, I'm sure. I mean, I also want to say, guys, it's not every deal is going to work out to the best. I've had trouble deals. I've had trouble tenants as well. So I don't want you to think just because I'm saying it, it's all hunky dory. No, those are growing pains. You have to grow into that role. Like, I did not overnight think about doing an online course. No, I've got experience behind me. I work at a law office. I've been working in the law profession for the last 20 years. So for me, it's okay to take that risk. But unless you take risk, how they say life is a four-letter word. It's risk. You could live in fear. You could live in hiding. You could live just the way you're going. And if you're happy with your life, hey, you shouldn't take the risk. It's up to you. But for me, I had that desire because I needed to take care of my children. My children, I love to say they're very smart kids, so I wanted them to go to university and stuff. And for me, I've never gone to university, so that's also being one of my most troublesome thing because I always felt because I didn't go to university, I wasn't smart. But when I saw my kids were doing well and they wanted to go further, my goal was to put my kids through university without a whole lot of debt. So whatever I could do to help, yeah, why not?
It's been great listening to the journey you have been on. Also, you mentioned you're starting from the beginning now with development. So you're walking the walk, talking the talk. You're becoming that student again to progress your journey in development, which is a great example of how you are leading by example, Sadhana. So you have the No Money Down Academy, which is just incredible. I would suggest if you are interested in real estate, if you want to learn how to start real estate with no money down, you must go to the No Money Down Academy. I have really, really enjoyed a conversation with you today, Sadhana. It's been great hearing everything you're about. Is there anything we did not cover that you would like to share?
No, I think we did a good job. I just want to instill in you guys, no matter what you do, no matter what you choose to do, take action towards that. Whether it's taking the course, whether it's learning about real estate, it doesn't matter. I'm not here to say you should only buy real estate. No. As a woman, as a human being, my suggestion to you would be believe in yourself. You are awesome. You are a complete human being, and you can do whatever you want to do. Anything you want to do, anything you put your mind to, you can achieve it. So therefore, just take one action towards that. If you have any desire within you, desire is a higher calling because God has already equipped you to complete that desire. Otherwise, you wouldn't even have that thought in your head.
And what I'm getting from our whole conversation, Sadhana, you have to start at the beginning. You have to learn those basic skills and really become a student like you are doing now, becoming a developer. And I am guessing the hardest part is that first deal with no money down. That must be the hardest part, knowing the step one, step two, step three, you need to do this, and then getting that first deal. Because then, like you mentioned, things become easier because you have done it once, you have got those skills. So that is great that the No Money Down Academy helps you with those first steps. So my final question for you today, what is the best way for people to connect with you? Those people wanting to take that first step and get that first deal, what is the best way for people to get involved and get in contact with you, Sadhana?
Well, they can reach me on Facebook, Sadhana Sabharwal under my name. I also have a Facebook page on there for Single Mom Millionaire. So either way, they can reach me. And if they want to come and attend the training on the 26th of November, which is next Thursday at 7 p.m., I'd love to see them there. And then they get to know a little bit more. And I am actually going to go through one transaction full on as to how I made them more money down. So you'll get value out of that free training as well. Plus, they get to hang out with me. I'm a fun person.
Well, we all like fun. If you are interested in real estate, you want to get started with no money down, and you want to have fun, reach out to Sadhana Sabharwal, the single mom millionaire, and get involved with the No Money Down Academy. Once again, thank you for your time today, Sadhana.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you. Again, have a great day, guys. It's only Tuesday. You have another till Thursday. Show up. I want to see you there.
Thank you once again. Thank you everyone for watching. Until next time, bye for now. Bye everyone.